Hello everybody and welcome back to Shamrock Valley episode number 16, and you can see field number 1 has been harvested. And before you switch it off, yeah, we've had a bit of a nightmare. I was going to record this field being harvested and yeah, it didn't record. Bit of a nightmare, but don't switch off. This has got lots of calamity in this episode. Yeah, it's had a bit of a nightmare on this episode. We're going to do a combining contract for Toby Law on one of his fields. We did the seeding and fertilising contracts on one of his fields earlier in the season. So we're going to go down and do his contract. So we've just taken 30,000 litres of wheat off of our field, and it's now in our silo. So that's safely in our silo. So we're going to just go and take our tractor and trailer down to Toby Law's field. Just going to have to back this trailer up and get it round. Yeah, a bit of a nightmare really. I don't really know. Well, I think I've worked out why the recording's not recorded. I've fixed it. I have since fixed the problem. Since I've last recorded. So yeah, bit of a nightmare. I had to do like a reinitialization of my PlayStation's hard drive because I record my audio after I've done all my gameplay. So yeah, so I have since fixed all my problems with the of things not recording. Well, I seem to have fixed the problem, should I say. So anyway, going to head down to Toby Law's field now. And take this trailer and tractor and trailer down. But as I say, full of calamity here at the moment. This is the field that we did. We seeded this one. I can't remember which episode it was now. So that's the contract. It's just short of £1,000. So we're just going to bring the combine harvester down. So yeah, calamity in this episode. Yeah, absolute nightmare. Yeah, just going to bring this combine harvester down now. Some of you might have already realised what the problem might be. I don't know whether I should tell you or not. It might ruin the surprise. But as I'm heading down now, I'm completely blissfully unaware that my combine harvester is dangerously low on fuel, and I have no other way of filling my combine harvester up with fuel. So anyway, we've headed down to Toby Law's field. So I'm going to do 2 runs round the headland. This shouldn't be a problem, should it? No, it won't be a problem. I still haven't realised. I thought what I'll do is I'll fill up this combine harvester before I'll go out and do my tractor, to do my fields without a problem. And what did I do? I just thought I'll just crack on doing my fields, blissfully unaware of forgetting that I needed to fill my combine harvester up with fuel. Never mind, hey, never mind. So anyway, we're going to do 2 runs round this field, and all hell will break loose. So how's everyone doing anyway? Excuse me. I currently have my dog that's harassing me at the moment. She's I've got a little Parsons Jack Russell, and she's now jumping up on my lap. Thank you very much, Jack Russell. Thank you very much. Yes, always wanting fuss, this one. She's quite put out at the moment because it's absolutely tipping it down with rain, and she wants to go for a WALK. I won't say the word because she will want to go out for one. and she will get very frustrated if I say the magic words. Anyway, we'll carry on combine harvesting. How she's getting wrapped up with the microphone. Marvellous. Never get involved with animals and live. Yeah, that famous line from Blue Peter. Never get involved with animals and live production. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to carry on going around this field. Yeah, so hopefully in the next episode we're going to do the not soybeans, the canola field. That will be recorded. The oats aren't ready yet, so that's because we sowed those quite late, so probably that will be towards the end of autumn. I would have thought they'll be ready, because obviously the weather wasn't quite right for those to be ready. So I'm expecting those to be ready towards the end of autumn, weather permitting. Tomorrow's game day is going to be a good game day, so we should be all right to get the oats in. We should be good weather to get the oats in. Not the oats in, the canola. Sorry, I'll get there in a minute. So yeah, as you can see on the fuel gauge now, it's dropped dangerously low, and we're about full of a full tank of wheat. We also need to take the wheat to Malone's store as well for Toby Law. So I'll just back this up. Just open this pipe out as well, and just jump into the Massey Ferguson tractor. And I must admit, when I was playing the game, I was completely blissfully unaware of what was actually going on at this point. I didn't know what was going on. But I guess it was one of those days. It really was one of those days. But I'm quite enjoying using this combine harvester, even though it's got quite a small tank. And the Cressoni header is really good because it's that little bit wider. The only thing I'll say about the bigger Cressoni header, whether it's the Cressoni header or whether it's the combine harvester, because it's quite a hilly map, it really is underpowered going up the steep hills. It really struggles going up the steep hills. It's almost like it's great going down the hills, going up hills it's a nightmare, especially when you get up on really steep bits. So as we're coming up here, just about finishing up this run, do this bit here, and the combine harvester cuts out on me, and at this point I can't understand what's going on. I don't know what's going on. And then the penny drops. Oh no, I've run out of fuel. Like, if you do this in real life, this is like a big no-no, because it's a nightmare, because you have to like it sups all the air through, and you end up having to bleed the system all the way through. It's a nightmare. So I'm up at the store, and I'm now going to buy a fuel tank, which is one of these Lizard fuel tanks, and I'm going to buy a John Deere Gator. I was going to buy a John Deere Gator at some point, and now I'm going to put this fuel tank inside the John Deere Gator. And yeah, this didn't exactly go to plan either. Yeah. Every time I tried to put this in the John Deere Gator, it's like started to throw it about. So this was an absolute nightmare. This is kind of an edited version as well. So yeah, I think cue some clown music. Oh, it's like Fred Carno's circus, isn't it? Honestly. Oh, blimey. Right. It's one of these episodes, I think. It really has been. Right, going to head back up to the farm now and fill up the fuel tank now. This was a bit of a thing as well. So I initially came in here and tried to fill it up with water. Yeah, so yeah, backing back up now. I was a bit confused as well because it's the first time I've used this tank, because a lot of tanks you just pull up alongside fuel tanks and you just fill it up without a problem. You just press the R3 button and it fills up, and it just didn't seem to work. It just filled up the gator, so couldn't really understand why it wasn't working. So just back right up. Still couldn't fill it up, and then after a lot of messing around and jumping around on it, I think I've, by jumping actually onto the on top of the tank, I managed to get inside it. I was trying to get inside of it on the side here. I was trying to enter it, and it was just almost like trying to pick it up. But I jumped on top of it, and then I got inside it somehow, and I started to fill up the tank that way. It was weird. I don't know why it wasn't letting me enter the machine. Enter the tank. But anyway, we got in, started to fill it up. And now we're going to head back down once it's all filled up, and we're going to head back down to the combine harvester. We're going to fill it up. We're going to do a bit of a time-lapse music medley, and I will see you on the other side of this time-lapse. And there'll be more calamity to come shortly. And yeah, we'll see you shortly. So that's Toby Law's field all harvested. The wheat's all in the tractor. Well, not all in the tractor, it's in the trailer because there'll be a lot of wheat in the tractor. So we're going to jump in the gator. We've got a slight problem because the place where we're going to supposed to be taking the wheat at Malone's store is it's actually closed now. I'm going to take the gator down and show you that it's closed. That's what you call unlucky. With all the fuel running out and all the problems that we've had, it's kind of put a bit of a collie-bosh on everything. So yeah, just going to show you. And there's no way of opening the gate or anything. You can't open it or anything. So yeah, they've appeared to have locked up and gone home for the evening. So yeah, so we're going to have to go home and accelerate the day. But yeah, I wasn't planning to buy a gator either. But oh well. I was planning to buy a gator in this series, but just not at the moment. But oh well, we've got a gator now. It's quite useful to have driving round and checking out the fields and seeing when they're ready, rather than me having to run round and look at things. So I'm going to leave the tractor there and I'll come back down here later for it. Leave it here overnight. So yeah, we'll head back now. Then we'll come back down first thing in the morning and sell off the wheat for Toby Law. Take it down to Malone's store. So we'll finish off for the night. We'll go and get some shut-eye. Good morning everybody, we're back. I'm going to head back down now, see if Malone's store's open now. I think it opens at 8 o'clock, so we shall head down now and go and sell Toby Law's wheat for him. I've just checked, they are open now, so we shall jump in the Massey Ferguson now, take his wheat down. Take Toby's wheat down now. Lovely. Don't know if I've used Malone's grain store before in this series. Maybe I have. I'm not sure. Right. Get out before him. I think we can. Where do we put the grain? I think it's that bit there, I think. Let's jump out. I think it's here, I think. To open this thing up. Yeah. Let's jump back in. Try and get the tractor around now. Just making sure it's the right place. It is the right place. How things are going at the moment. End up selling it to the wrong place. Oh, that would be an absolute nightmare. So how much do we make on top? Just over £1,000. It's not too bad. So we'll complete the contract. It's not too bad, that isn't. So that's not bad. We'll just take this tractor up to... facing the wrong way at the moment. The way this episode's gone is probably the best way to to carry on with the episode. Look out the back window. Right. Yeah, so I'm going to drive this tractor up to our canola field, so everything's all in the right place to start the next episode. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please give us a like. I have also noticed we've got some new subscribers as well, so thank you very much for subscribing if you're new to the channel. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the last comments in the last video. That's very much appreciated. Yeah, brilliant. It's really good. Really good. Massive support. Really enjoying it. Really good. Yeah, it's really good. Very much appreciated. So yeah, next episode we are going to harvest this field, and it is going to record. If it kills me, it will record. Even if I have to record it 10 times, it will record. So please smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, and until the next time, we'll see you soon.